All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream of High Society versus Shanghai Sellouts, Intermediate Division B. I feel like, at least from what I've been hearing, these are two top teams on the countdown. Most teams projected Shanghai Sellouts to win. So, High Society coming in a little bit of an underdog, but it's a little bit of a somewhat. I won't say rivalry, but the manager of High Society is Nick. The manager of Shanghai Sellouts is Lil Thee, both members of Season 1 Pepega Parrots, along with myself. So I'm kind of torn on which team to root for because High Society.
You were incorrect. High Society is actually ranked fourth.
Fourth. Yeah, I disagree though. I think High Society is better than fourth, but that was just personal opinions. But High Society has Sebs, Tofu, and Nick, which are all Pepega. Shanghai Sellouts has Lil Thee, which was my support brother. So, I don't know, heard a lot from both these teams. I'm excited for this.
And we are entering right now on first map Busan.
First map Busan, it's control. Hopefully, not hopefully, but we'll probably be seeing some dive, maybe something a little bit off meta, because this is definitely a map that allows for it. Especially on, I think it's downtown, the one it's called, the one we're looking at in this screen. Never mind. Like a big drum map. Probably won't see anything too crazy coming out comps-wise. If it's meta versus meta,
From our last match, it was seeming to be Ryan Orisa, mainly.
Really? Okay. I feel like I could go there. So we do see pretty much straight mirror with the what I think is pretty much meta right now with the Ryan, Diva, Lucio, Moira, Reaper, May, which is played pretty much the exact same way that Goats is played. So you can see which team it's pretty much just all teamwork. Which team could come out with the better teamwork plays. Mechanics do matter a lot, but not really too much in this comp right here. It's more just based off of teamwork and playing with each other. So
it's interesting to see that both teams right now are opting to run with the Diva, while in Inter A, we actually saw it was mainly either Orisa or Zarya.
Yeah, I did see that.
With just a tiny bit of Sig on specific points.
So you do see Shanghai Sellouts is the first team to get the point. They're dodging and weaving around the drum.
But Tyler gets taken out instantly.
Tofu taking out his Reinhardt. That's a huge pick. Reinhardt's pretty much the best first pick you could hope for. Because now they don't have a shield to hide behind. Yeah, they have nothing to hide behind. Now High Society has a chance to push the aggression here if they so choose to.
They are playing smart around this drum and the Mei wall, but Toast takes out their support. As I said, that's
Moira's down too. Raid as Reinhardt gets back. Tofu is charging up a shatter super quick.
I mean, it got nothing, but it was still really impressive nonetheless.
Again, Shanghai is really selling this out really well, but picks back and forth. I'd have to say that it's got to be in favor of High Society. They got to clean up these stagger kills so they can start getting this percentage finally. It's just this pesky little Lucio up top.
More.
Yeah, it was pretty much just all comes down to the really good wall from Toast at the beginning of that fight, eliminating Tyler immediately.
An honorable effort to bring it back, though.
Yeah, it was close. And as we Tofu's close to lapping Tyler on the shadow because Tyler died so early, and Tofu's just able to like free swing, and he got so much damage there. I don't know if Tyler's ready for the shatter coming up. They expected Tofu to have it so quickly.
They are. They do pop Moira Cole though.
It's countered by the other Moira Cole though. Nice mail coming in. Tofu is frozen, very hard for him to live. Does fall. They do have ults to choose to turn this if they would like to, but it looks like kills are all going on the side of Shanghai.
Getting those 3 picks, there's pretty much nothing that High Society can do to that.
The mail is so strong. It's like so hard to counter out. As that was a really quick mail from the bakery there. As you see, Toast is only 80% to his, even though his team was winning at the beginning of the fight there.
I didn't get to see. I think Toast died halfway through one of the
fights. Oh yeah, I think you did. You're right.
Did Slam have beat for that fight?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He might have just gotten at the end. Nice little Maywell coming in, followed up by the Reaper getting
massive death blossom.
That's pretty much like that's exactly what happened. They used one ult there. They used one Reaper, one Maywell, and they won the fight. Pretty much doesn't get better than that.
It's exactly what you need and want.
Now they're getting a nice little stagger here onto the baby Diva. Not really much they can do. They do get a That was a nice stagger there. Shaved off a few seconds. It looks like they're in a really good position here. Yeah. Especially with the Maywall, they have to pretty much go through this choke unless you want to go all the way around, but
Now,
it's really hard to push here with the Maywall on the other side.
Now, High Society does have pretty much 6 ults.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're planning to use these. Probably could be smart to move in with the Reaper ult first, maybe get the defense matrix out. Oh, that's a huge Mayo coming in, countered by the beat. Is it going to be enough? Does not look like it, as Shino is able to just free Death Blossom, doing so much damage there, and High Society is able to turn this, and after these staggers here, they're going to be able to capture the point.
I don't know if you caught it, but LT actually chucked their bomb super far. It completely missed the entire team. And then on top of that, wasting that coal. They used 4 ults there, it looks like.
I just feel like beat to counter Blizzard just never works.
It really doesn't, honestly.
I'd much
rather see them save it for a Shatter, because they also have Shatter. Looking at this ult, it's completely swung in the favor of High Society.
May well use a little bit early from the side of Shanghai. They're not going to be able to use that to split the team. As Toast gets a nice little wall at the beginning, with the Mayo already from the side of the bakery. Tofu falls early once again, not able to be kept alive by his support.
Shanghai just caps. They don't care.
They just got bulldozed. Shanghai just bulldozed over High Society and just took point. And
if they stall this out, if they stall this D.Va out, there's not going to be a final fight.
I don't know if High Society thinks they still have the point or what, but I don't even know if they're gonna be able to touch. Seb's gonna be able to here as a baby D.Va.
The only one that looks is maybe Tofu, but Tofu's gonna have to.
Oh, the huge wall! The stun of
that wall. That's unfortunate.
That was a little bit of mishmash there. Tofu kind of got picked early from the Mayo at each fight. There's not really much he could do, if anything. Slamfire, the Lucio should be noticing when the males come down. It should be saving maybe amp speed for it to try to get out, because it's really the only way you survive that. His beat's probably not going to save him with all the damage they have with the Reaper and the Rhine and the D.Va.
You know, it's interesting to see if either team will opt to run a Widow here.
Ooh, maybe this was the map I was talking that they may be able to dive on, but I don't think they're going to be able to dive on either one of these comps. Especially with the Reaper and the Mei, it's going to be very hard. Pretty much mirror match again, same thing as point 1. Shanghai did get the better of High Society. See if High Society's making any kind of changes here to find a different result. Shanghai first went to point again. Looks like they're slowly pushing in. Barrier destroyed already from Tyler. He's frozen too. He is able to be kept alive.
He's getting melted, but
as I say that, the tanks...
His team did a very nice job. His barrier's gone again. But even though they basically destroyed Tyler and almost killed him, it looks like it's going to go to Shanghai.
Yeah, the supports is the supports on the side of High Society are doing such a better job of keeping their tanks alive than the side of Shanghai. Shanghai is doing a way better job of keeping their tanks alive. Because their Rhine didn't have a shield, and he was able to stay a long liver than the D.Va and the Reinhardt from High Society. That's crazy. I don't know if the tanks from High Society are playing a little bit too aggro, where the healers can't heal them, but so far the tanks are dying really a lot and early for the side of High Society here.
Yeah, you'd expect the first kill in that fight to be Tyler, but no, it actually was Sebs' mech.
Yeah, and then Tofu fall shortly after. Coalescence to aggro this fight here. The wall does split off the D.Va. D.Va Bomb probably won't be able to find anything here. Does actually get this D.Va suit
actually very split and is
taken on early here. Yeah, it just seems like Shatter not being able to find anything. Oh,
and
the counter Shatter gets forward.
Tyler's did not get ripped.
The thing that I said that would be winning, that would be game winning for both sides here, is who has the better teamwork, and it's very clear that it's Shanghai Sellouts right now. Just they're playing so well, they're playing right together. They realize how this comp is played, but it's pretty much just goats. But High Society keeps splitting off and going different directions or on different targets, and they keep trying to do that.
You can make an argument that the Moira wasted her coal there, but I could see the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, it's not a super impactful ult, so you could use it just to be sure.
She built it fast anyway.
Yeah. Nice Mayo coming in. Oh, Seb's able to eat the Blizzard from the other side.
Eats the other Blizzard. That's
huge. As you say that, though, kills are going for the side of Shanghai anyway.
How is High Society allowing Shanghai to do that?
I just think it comes down to target focus. Like, they weren't able to clean those kills.
But Sebs eats the Blizzard, the beat, and then you drop your beat, you drop your Death Blossom, and you drop your Blizzard, and you still lose the fight. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, they got to work that. I don't know. I did a little coaching session with them, and they don't really have a designated shot caller that everybody listens to. Like, seems like most of the time everybody's on their own thing.
Oh,
as you did that nice tank play, getting 2 early picks, but Snipes is taking down the Reaper, but it doesn't look like it's
probably still gonna be win. And LT does the LT and Madam do the smart thing and jump right off.
Very
now,
interesting here.
ult wise, Shanghai are coming up on 3, almost 4 actually ults. While the only ults on the side of High Society are Tofu and Cad.
The Bakery's been charging his Blizzard super fast. I'm pretty sure he's had 1 more, maybe 2 more than Toast this entire Busan map so far.
He mentioned his name and he insta-dot, and he's the first to die in the fight.
Caster Curse.
Caster Curse as always.
As it looks like Shanghai is
Tyler is
a little bit hesitant to push
every
in.
5 seconds or so.
Yeah, they're not really helping out Tyler too much, as Toast is doing a really good job of freezing him and making his life unfun because of a Reinhardt Mage just is annoying to play against. But
I mean, if Tyler seems to be a big issue for them, so if you can solidify that issue, you're learning and you can stop that problem.
And it does look like there's not too many I lied. There's actually decent amount of ults coming from both sides here. But again, just like Goats, I feel like whoever the aggressor is going to win this next fight here. As it looks like it's Shanghai choosing to aggress first with that Reaper ult.
Snipes gets pretty much...
The Mayo not finding anything too much, though.
Nothing, and that bomb's gonna
pick up the Moira, which is huge. As it looks like they had a really nice play there. The Mayo from the side of the Bakery was not able to find as much as he would have liked. On the other side, Toast has got pretty much like 3 or 4 of them there to pick up some people.
This fight is almost guaranteed to go in the way of High Society. I mean, Snipes did not play that smartly.
Yeah, I think the play could be, if they want to, they could try to isolate that D.Va out and look for a Reaper ult to just annihilate their team. As he is setting up on the high and looks like he's dropping down. Gonna be looking for this Reaper ult in about 2 seconds. Toast falls before the fight even starts again.
First kill.
Scatters does not find anything though. Death Blossom also swinging a miss.
And Beat are both used and wasted.
Tofu falls shortly after.
Shanghai's winning this with no ult.
Yeah, again, like, you could have all, like, those ults that they had, like 2 support ults, like, you don't just win based off of support ults or Death Blossom, especially since there's a D.Va. Like, it comes down to teamwork first and then ults, and I think they just relied too much on their ults, just press Q and win. They didn't actually use them very smart, and they lost.
Yeah, I mean, first map goes to...
Moira play the game. Let's go.
Moira play the game. Such skill.
Huge block shatter. Oh, that's where we got the reverse.
This is the Moira ult that some people could say is wasteful, but as you can see, it made sure Tyler stayed alive.
I think that was a good one. He was out of heal juice. Just wanted to make sure that they won that fight. Better safe than sorry most of the times. But a pretty semi-close, but also at the same time, pretty decisive victory for Shanghai, at least on map 1. Map 2. High Society looked like they were kind of swinging it back a bit, but they kind of fell to their own demons where they kind of stopped working together as a team and lost the last fight because of it.
I think it definitely looked like this could be close if High Society plays more cohesively and relies less on their ult advantage.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see.
Coach,
you have the max.
I don't know. I feel like just looking at the roster, it just might be me being a little ignorant, but I feel like mechanics are on the side of High Society, and I might get memed on for this, but I just recognize more people on their team. But in the end, especially with this meta and this comp, it's pretty close to Goats that it doesn't really matter how good your mechanics are if you don't have good teamwork, and that's what Shanghai's doing really well right now. But,
yeah, they're they're way more cohesive, and it looks like they have a better plan going into it. That being said, there are certainly things that can be worked on, like their ult usage. All right. Just waiting. Okay. It looks like High Society are picking Anubis.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anybody choose Hanamura yet. Actually, they probably did in earlier games.
Actually, in my map, they did not.
Interesting.
Well, okay, bye, Panera. So this is a much more vertical map, which means it means they far more rely upon heroes that can have that vertical play. At least the offense has a tendency to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like a map like Temple of Anubis has chances for a lot more carry potential for the DPSs, whether it's like a Junkrat or a Widowmaker on defense or something like that. So maybe that's what High Society is looking for here, hoping that one of their DPSs can pop off. Maybe they just scrimmed it a lot. Who knows?
Okay, so we are getting back into the match on Anubis with High Society defending. If
it ever enters.
Let's try that again.
Oh,
there we go. Ooh.
Oh, maybe not.
Blizzard.
We're good. Easy peasy, easy peasy. I wasn't worried at all.
Don't worry. We thought, oh god, I'm just remembering back. I don't remember what it was, but it was like Crest versus Z9 or something. The lobbies actually closed in the middle of the match.
Oh, I do remember that. That was, yeah. There's so many times last season too where during, like, I think it was novice games where Discord would just start going scuffed, and then the games had to be paused because no one could hear each other on either side. It was very interesting. The timing of Discord scuffage.
Oh, that's an interest. Oh, okay, that's definitely being swapped off.
I would. Shanghai would be my favorite team, no matter what, if they choose to run this. even if they come out and switch immediately, I don't care. I want them to run this comp.
Sorry, Shanghai, why? But on defense, we have a more brawly style comp.
Yeah, pretty much. Not pretty much the exact same comp we saw them run so far. Hopefully, Otta's in there giving them good coaching on how they actually need to be playing this comp, because
there's Otta has to mute, but
well, yeah, obviously not during, but like in the little break we had there.
I hope Otta isn't talking. That would be against.
Looks like it's a mirror once again on meta. Nice little Maywall, allowing him to slip under the bridge there. High Society chooses to drop down. A really good counter roll there from Toast.
Tyler gets taken down immediately. So does Snipes.
Really big deal for High Society. They were able to push point fast enough to not even allow a tick there. As it looks like they're going back to the drawing board from the side of Shanghai. Hopefully get a nice little stagger here. See, I'm not a big fan.
This map is so hard to. This map is such a big stagger map. Oh, that's an unfortunate charge.
He was trying to charge her long enough so he wouldn't pin her, but it pinned her anyway.
It happens.
But I feel like the strat of going underneath the bridge isn't the play, especially since you kind of just give up high ground and you can get annihilated, like what happened there. So I feel like if they want to go right, they could go all the way on the high ground, but they choose to do the exact same thing again, see if it works out for them. Maywall a little bit late, not able to cut anybody off from the team. Counter and coalescence as Tyler falls first once again.
Tyler goes down first again.
As Tofu has a lot of pressure on him now. Big shatter hits 3 members. Maybe didn't need it, but you never know what could happen. Again, you'd rather be safe than sorry in those situations.
Shanghai's brought back fights. This and that. Are they gonna get? And they're staggering.
Yes.
LT again.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where Tofu's shield is 1 HP.
No, he's trying it. Does he get it? No. Tofu, you gotta learn those angles, my dude.
Come on, Toffee, what you doing, man?
But I think maybe they found Shanghai's weakness. It looks like they know that Tyler plays a bit more aggro than the rest of his team, and they can isolate that.
They're doing this really well. Already 2 minutes off the clock. As finally Shanghai smart enough to decide that they don't want to just give up high ground for no reason, as they're going to try to brawl in here. Maybe used a little early, out of position. His Toast gets taken on by a fire strike immediately. Not what you want to see. As Shanghai's able to just go super aggro. Nice bomb coming in.
But nothing happens and Tofu goes down.
Again, right as you compliment how good, not as you, but right as I'm thinking that High Society finally gets it together, sort of working as a team. Toast tries to do like a hero play, go around his shield looking for a wall that's unneeded.
It's
trying to make
like
a hero
they get
play.
a bit too cocky.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's cocky. I just feel like they just like, I don't know, they just stop thinking like, oh, why am I pushing around this right side? Especially since that wall wasn't even gonna do anything too much. Like, it's way better if you just wait for them to push through and then wall. But you live and you learn. Hopefully Toast won't make that mistake again, as it looks like Shanghai is looking to push from the right side here. Already makes their way on to point. Nice Maywall from both sides. Not really finding too much.
Ooh, Bakery might get...
Kaditrix is falling early to Snipes' Death Blossom. That's a huge really
I
quick.
can't understand what's happening.
Everybody's pressing Q, but nobody's dying, just like goats. Toast does fall recently. That's 2 down already.
Slowly, Shanghai is winning.
Yep. Counter charge not gonna find anything for Tofu. Does have a nice
Tofu
shatter.
does it too, but it's countered back, and Kadrik's Cole at the very end gets cancelled. Toast gets insta-melted, and I think it's just a matter of time now.
That was a nice... Oh,
They gotta get
Sheena's point gets frozen immediately. It's just staggers here. See if they can somehow turn... They have no ults or anything.
No ult.
Huge pin from Tofu. And now he bunkers up in the corner trying to survive as long as he can.
Mean, it's not gonna matter too much, but that's kind of funny. Sheena comes back in, probably will last like 5 seconds. And
that's a snowball.
There you have it.
Again, I just don't... It just doesn't look like High Society is planning what they're trying to do. Like, it looked like Toast kind of got like stuck a bit on that second point there and forced to use his ult, and didn't really find anything. And nobody's able to finish on these like anything. So I don't really know.
That final fight was just an ult fest where nothing happened except Shanghai just slowly got kills.
Yeah, the huge opening pick onto Kaditrix from Snipes, I think it was, on the Reaper, is what pretty much opened that fight here. I'm not sure if they weren't aware he was there, but there's times where the Reaper ults, you don't really have time to react. Maybe he was down his cooldowns, but that pretty much...
Especially if you're fast, and if... I couldn't tell when they used Reaper ult, but did they get D.Va Mech right prior to it?
I think Kaditrix was by himself, is why it worked. Because it looked like most of the team was trying to kill the Blizzard, and then Snipes kind of walked like either past them or behind them, and then just solo ulted Kaditrix, and he just died. And that's so much healing down. There's honestly a surprise that they survived that long without the Moira. But I guess that's what happens when you have your beat.
But a very powerful ult.
Hopefully, High Society learned something with the way that Shanghai went, where going under the bridge is not the strat, and hopefully they choose to task to the left.
I want them to run this ball.
Please, Seb's on the ball. You can't tease us like that. That's not fair.
No! Stay on the ball. And it's still mirror matchup. God.
Mirror matchup. You know, I'm excited though. I think it's fine. You can't really hate on them too much because it is the best thing you could possibly run. As it looks like they are... Hopefully they don't go into the bridge. Okay, they're choosing to go around, forcing out the Maywall. Not really the greatest Maywall because they can't really push into anything there. As Toast will just be able to get up there by himself. Not enough damage to be able to kill him there. As Tyler's a little bit split out here.
They're taking the full high ground. Now, They don't really have a comp to take advantage of this, though. They don't have long-range damage to set up here, so I'm not entirely sure.
Looks like they just wanted to get to point and maybe again the Maywell not the greatest from Toast
I think
there.
it would have been smarter for Shanghai if they had have gone to point, because giving High Society that point puts them at a disadvantage.
Both Reinhardts are down though.
Both Reinhardts are down. There goes one May.
Kadietrich needs to not die here. Does
But
fall.
there goes Cad.
Coalescence. That might actually be turning the fight there from Madam. Huge good job staying alive, getting that coalescence so quick.
There's a lot happening right now. The faster respawns are in favor of High Society, though, as both Rhines come in at the exact same time.
Tofu gets a pick onto the Moira. This is definitely so winnable for High Society, as they do not have. Oh, there's the coalescence coming in.
That's probably gonna. That's gonna seal it.
Back to seal it there.
Ashina does have his ults, but yeah, he's not gonna waste it.
Again, I feel like the Maywell play from both sides could be a little bit better. Like, if Toast would have waited for the Sellouts to actually push the point before using his May ult, that could have been way quicker. Like, the Mays are so, like, so antsy to use their Maywells. They use them too early, where you can't really find too much value off of them, but I feel like whatever team uses the Maywells better, it just wins.
I think these teams need to, both of them, honestly, need to learn just a bit more patience.
Yes.
Especially on ult usage and a key ability usage.
Tofu gets frozen early, not able to get taken down, gets a charge kill onto the May, that's huge, and falls over with a huge four-man shatter. Is able to get beaten out though, countered by a nice beat, or nice shatter, but it doesn't look like it's gonna find anything. The Blizzard trying to be countered by the D.Va ult there. Kills are going for the side of the High Society though, as he's trying to save it. Snipes is with his ult, is able to take down Slamfire. That's a pretty big pick there. Ashina trying to get his own picks here. They are nice May ult onto point, but no one's dying from it. So far, Slamfire is the only one to die yet from High Society, as if they can focus fire here on these Saggers, they can have a much better time bank than Shanghai.
Yeah, they already have almost guaranteed a minute more.
Yeah, I'm not liking the way that High Society's playing this. They're charging off a point and not sitting on point protecting the team.
Bakery gets the Moira. That's not good. They could...
But still, kills are all going for Sellouts right here.
I mean, it is, but if they play this smart, I'd
be really hard. I really like the way... Yeah, he is. They can't seem to kill him. Target focus is...
He's so low! They need to focus Muhammad.
As kills finally, but there's respawns from the side of Shanghai. Nice Maywell, they're cutting off the
D.Va. Stalled out the entire time. Oh my...
So yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty even time bank here. It's the D.Va...
They can have...
The ball's going to be able to get back onto point, and the Lucio. D.Va bomb into the corner. Not really finding anything. Oh, finally!
They saw that for literally a minute.
The big difference there was Shanghai Sellouts made a really good call. They had pretty much given up no percentages onto the points. They were able to regroup in the spawn and then push out onto point, giving up a few ticks, and that's what gave them all that opportunity.
I mean,
they
stalled that for a minute straight. That was both a combination of them being decent at stalling, but also High Society had terrible target focus.
Yeah, the thing that's been plaguing him. So
Muhammad was like, what was it, 20 health or something, just sitting in a corner.
Yeah, someone's got to step up from the side of High Society and start commanding this team if they want a chance at winning, I mean, they did really well that map, but like those problems will keep consisting throughout this game and the season if they're not fixed soon.
Yeah. I mean, we can't judge them too harshly. This is their first official game with each other, so...
Yeah,
and I don't know their scrim schedule outside, so it's possible this is the first time they're ever playing together.
Well, I know that's not true, but because I did coach one of their little scrim things, and yeah, the same problems that I'm saying right here is what's going on in the scrims, where target prioritization, target calling is pretty much non-existent. And they look like they've gotten a little bit better, but it's got to be much better if you want to consistently win in this league.
Yeah. And not everyone gets in, especially in inner, so you gotta kind of always be on the top of your game. You can't slow burn to the top.
Nice little Maywall, allowing him to get to the left side without any Maywalls. Again, Toast goes for the same wall that he went for at the beginning.
But it's not effective. It's just basically a waste.
And now, Shanghai has the wall. Walls off Tofu.
Tofu's dead.
Really good wall there from the bakery.
But that was also just bad play on High Society's part. They should have known that wall was up, and they shouldn't have allowed that separation to occur.
Yeah, it's just like they're not thinking. Like they're just kind of playing like empty-minded, and they're just kind of going through the motions, but they're not thinking about what the possibilities. They're not thinking about any counterplay. They're just thinking about their own game. They're not thinking about, oh, what could the enemies be doing here? They're obviously they used the wall pretty early there. The bakery did, to get to that left side there, and they had it on cooldown, and they just split up too much, and Tofu got caught out and punished hard, as you can see, as Tyler already has his shatter there. The possibility for a snowball here.
Tofu's only at 40 because he died so early. And Mad M has his ult to CAD 70.
Yeah, it's just what happens. Looks like Shanghai is trying to
obviously ults don't mean everything. We've discussed this.
I was just saying that
that's a massive
4-man shatter, and that's gonna be the offense pretty much already done for Shanghai.
Letting these shatters roll through him.
Yeah, I think Tyler just got that ult so fast. Tofu wasn't ready for it. I was even surprised when I looked up and saw that he had his ult already. As he does get the charge on to the enemy, Ryan doesn't really find anything with that though. As they're in full stagger mode again, but they do have the nail.
The Blizzard, I mean, they're probably gonna get this with over a minute remaining, and that would be huge for them.
Unless something crazy happens. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a very dominant attack.
Score 2-4. Switching sides.
I mean, just like in the last match I cast, this kind of just looks like a better team versus a worse team.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where
they're exploiting so many of High Society's weaknesses.
Yeah, it's like one of those comps where, like, yeah, even if they're like slightly better, you'll just roll. Like I've said it 1,000 times, so this comp mirrors Goats a lot. And like even if you're slightly better at Goats than the other team, you would win 100% of the time. And that looks like that's exactly what's going on right here. But let's not discount High Society too much because they did have a very very strong.
They have a better time bank.
They had a better time bank. It just came down to that stall fight there. So again, if that stall fight doesn't go as long, they could be up at like four minutes or so. So definitely nothing to be worried about if you're High Society because you can easily bounce back and make this go into 8 CP or something.
Go very far.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'd like that, and also wouldn't like that.
Sorry.
Looks like no one's willing to change up the comp. Not really surprising. Both teams have been playing it so far.
This will probably just be everything they run unless something drastically changes.
Yeah, unless High Society tries to make a big change. Looks like
Shanghai doesn't really need to make a big change.
Yeah, I wouldn't if you're Shanghai. Nice wall there. Fine. See, this is what the problem they had the first time is they had a nice wall, but they didn't push on it. Now they decide to push on it. Tofu falls early. Tyler just triggers on own life though. Both Reinhardts are down. Again, look at this. Shanghai High Society is split. Like there's a D.Va and a Lucio up top, and then the rest of their team was down at the bottom of the stairs.
But they do get snipes.
They do get the kills though. So again, that's one of the things where snipes kind of got left.
Oh, that Lucio is so over aggressive. They can push on hit and insta kill him. They need to.
They need to make a decision. They can't just sit up here on this high ground.
They need to get on point now. They're 2 down there. They're giving a free tick.
Now it looks like they finally
did they not notice?
Maybe they're trying to deal with the top as Tofu is frozen and taking down as.
I mean, they won the fight, but they didn't need to give up that tick.
I think it was fine if they just pushed the high ground, but they just sat there on the high ground where they didn't aggress on the inside, they didn't drop the point.
By pushing on the high ground, they would have had the advantage and could have won that and then gone to point.
Yeah, they could have done anything, but they just wasted so much time just sitting there.
And then let a free tick occur.
But again, they did win the fight, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
But if you're oh, nice.
And also, ticks don't matter at this current moment because they already capped both points. So
it wasn't the end of the world. But
once
again,
like
they are on the point. High Society still deciding just to sit up on that high ground. Let's see if
Shanghai needs to go to point. They got another free tick. they're just letting these happen.
They're getting the kills for the ticks, but you know that could punish you as it is back and forth, tie to tie. But the Mei ult is going to be able to trump pretty much everything here, as they should just die. Shanghai, High Society Tofu is not going to be able to do anything here. Kidietrix is going to be able to get out.
When they saw High Society running up to the top, they should have either pushed back to the point or at least gotten semi-close. You cannot let the enemy team take total control of a point. If that team is better or equal to you, they will win that fight pretty much every time unless they make a serious mistake.
Yeah, Toast made the same mistake that I think he had on their first attack, where he walled up there instead of waiting for the team to aggress and then wall. Nice
That's
wall there
a
to block
good
up
wall,
the
though.
bomb.
That blocks their bomb.
There's a Reaper out in the backline. A lot of dies. Bomb getting 2 picks there, using the beat from the side of High Society, trying to win this fight right here. This is where they need to win it. They are getting the kills. Tofu does
Mad
fall.
kills Tofu.
It is still winnable
This is
from Shanghai.
and
As the
Bake
kills
gets had. That's a very late beat, though.
Stay on point.
Gotta stay on point. They're very close to capping this. Somehow Bakery stays alive. Barely. Yeah, caster curse.
But it looks like Shanghai's tank line is able to get back. It's a nice shatter.
I mean, that
It's just
fight
like-
should have gone to High Society. They got 2 picks with a bomb.
Yeah, it's just like right at the end moments that Shanghai is able to clutch out these fights.
It's like they're confused on what to do. When they're winning a fight, they get chaotic and they don't understand another Moira play of the game.
Madam is the MVP, dude. They got both play of the game so far.
Not a best player. But it's like they're not playing together in the end, and it's forcing them to lose fights they should win.
Yeah, it's just a very, very consistent problem that I hope Ada has been looking and figured that out. And
I mean, Ada is an advanced player. I know he is. He's on a team.
Yeah, he's on Dose Charge, or Gangsters. I keep saying Charge. Hello?
Actually, Ada might have been.
Did he get traded or leave? I know he got drafted to the Gangsters.
I'm not sure. No, he's still on Gangsters. Anyway, all right.
Shaggy for Toast.
Trading Shaggy for Toast. Maybe they have some plan or something.
So people who don't know who Shaggy is, I'm pretty sure that is Yam from Pepega Parrots Season 1. He was a main tank then. He's a DPS, or a flex DPS now. Very, very big morale booster, so I'm assuming that maybe one of the reasons why they're putting him in here. He's a very good calm leader and morale booster for the team. Maybe that's why they're deciding to put him in there.
If
Try to
he's
spark something.
And also, if he's a calming person, maybe they're trying to make sure they don't get tilted.
Mm-hmm.
Shaggy for Toast. Okay. DPS are in the middle. No, they're not. They're bottom. Yeah, the DPS are at the bottom. No, they're not. Supports are at the... What did I do?
Are you okay, man?
Apparently not. Give me a sec. Oh, Lord almighty.
They are subbing out Tofu here.
I got the spirit, but I'm slightly confused.
I don't hate this sub, because, I mean, I know Tofu, he's a personal friend of mine, but it just looks like they need to change, the High Society needs to change something here. They need to change something up, and that is one of their subs. Nemo is a very competent main tank, so maybe he could change something for his team here. Although I don't blame Tofu for their losses, but
No, he's playing all right.
it's just the teamwork. Maybe the team plays better behind Nemo or something, but
Maybe.
we'll see.
And I mean, but the other thing is Shanghai isn't swapping anything, and that's the smart decision. They're winning, and their entire team is warm and working together. The fact that they just brought in 2 players who haven't played means Kings. That's not exactly surprising, but it's
just
I
like
mean, it's
season
Kings
1.
or Ike, and everyone loves Kings.
I like Icon too. I think those are my 2 favorite hybrid maps. So it's kind of lame that they're together, but it's whatever. I just remember, I think season 1, it was King's Row or like Numbani is what you could choose, and Numbani just never got chosen.
Well, it's Kings and Ike right now, and it's like Nimbani and something else.
Yeah.
We decided to choose the best, and then like the 2 others that no one really cares about.
Yeah, like Numbani and like Blizzard Road or something.
Oh god, I hope it's not Blizzard World.
If it's Hollywood,
Oh, it's
I think
Holly.
that's okay.
It's Holly.
Hollywood's a good map. I like Hollywood.
Hollywood and Nimbani. Okay. I'm like, I don't think anyone voted for Blizzard World.
But I mean, Ikenwald can work if you want to use a Farah map or utilize the Farah. That's the only reason why I think anybody would ever choose Ikenwald over King's Row. But we are hopping in here. This is... I don't...
It could be final it's match point.
It is match point. That's why I don't know if I like the pick of King's Row, because right now...
Kings is such a... It's such a... What's it called? Brawly compish.
Yeah, I guarantee the meta that Shanghai's been destroying High Society with is the best meta on this map, no matter what. So I probably would have liked to see High Society choose Ikenwald, maybe utilize the Farah.
Ikenwald has so much more Farah play, and Farah dismantles the Brawl comp. It does look like they may be running this Farah. No, that's Shanghai.
I never trust what Shanghai picks in spawn.
That's fair. Well, I'm betting the Widow will probably stay at least at the very beginning.
His name is Snipes, so
it is. And then, oh god, why? They're running the exact same comp they've been running that hasn't been working. I mean,
yeah, they do have some subs though, so
maybe it's better with their subs.
I don't
different play style.
Yeah, I don't blame them for choosing this comp because it is so much better than any other comp on this map. That's why I would have been like maybe choose a different map, but
okay, yeah, no, they're just running standard. All right. I was hoping to see a strange comp, but obviously not.
Yeah, if you're High Society, you're hoping that Shaggy, Rogers, and Nemo can make a positive change here. As they kind of just waltz through choke for free, no wall being used. Nice wall there from Shaggy Rogers, splitting the team dead in half. No one's able to get picked off though from Shanghai. Nemo in the backline looking for a charge,
but he gets Tyler.
And see that was really lucky. Shaggy, he kind of like sells his team out there because he's not there to protect his team because he's in the backline charging, unable to get punished. I doubt that happens again without Shanghai Sellouts punishing
right
him.
Now though, they'll get their Rhine back quick, and that May is very far back.
Very far back and slow. Looks like High Society is choosing to fight this instead of maybe backing up, giving a tick or two until they're at full strength. Nemo's trying to survive so much damage,
but
though. Not going to be able
down.
To do.
They need to get that high charge Zarya though. That Zarya could become a problem. They're just kind of leaving her in that back tunnel. Never mind.
Again, I'd have to say it was just.
Zarya takes down Reaper to be immediately pinned by Tyler.
It's just the teamwork thing again from High Society. Nemo was in the backline trying to get a weird charge. Somehow didn't die, but he did cause pretty much the death of his Mei because there was no shield or any protection for them.
What needed to happen there was as soon as that Mei died and Shanghai started pushing onto team, they should have backed off, allowed a tick or even 2 to regroup and then push back in.
Yeah, that's one of those things that like better players you always use like, okay, let's give up a tick or 2, but like lower ranked players are just so afraid to give up a tick.
That was an okay wall. That's so many ults.
Huge shatter with the Mei.
Shatter with a blizzard. I mean, it's a bit excessive. Only one is truly necessary, especially with a Mei ult.
True, but
guaranteed the fight win.
Yeah, I mean, Shanghai Sellouts only used 2 ults and won that fight, so good on them.
And it got them a Moira ult out. This next fight, though, High Society has 5 ults. They should, based on looking... Well, it's 4 ults for Shanghai, so... And both support ults rather than only 1.
Really good job of baiting the Maybot out early, though. They should look to aggress here instead of just worrying about the Reaper and high ground. This Nemo's shield is falling so low already as it does break.
Down already.
Looks for a shatter. Hits
That's a big shatter, but
Snipes does not care about the shatter.
Snipes just doesn't care and gets 4K with Madam mirroring on either side with 2 kills of his own.
This is not looking good.
That was a really nice shatter from Nemo, but it left them totally unprepared for for the
It
massive.
seems like Nemo is playing his main tank role like not like a main tank. Like he's not really protecting his
playing
team
like
at
a
all.
DPS.
Yeah. Nice
And
little
that
blizzard
blizzard
coming out early.
really
Could be
feel
like
that.
a 2 of them. If you notice that
That's
the bakery. Oh, Sheena trying to pull this one back, but the bakery was able to
trying.
lap.
And I think
Shaggy.
they're gonna do it, but they used a lot of ults.
They did. Yeah. I mean,
But I guess if you want to guarantee a fight win,
they kind of had to. But it's you wouldn't like to have had to, but they had to, so they did. They do have the mail here, which should be a free team fight win.
it does shut down their momentum now, so they have point control.
Yeah. I was going to talk about how Shaggy Rogers has had 0 ults to the bakeries 2 so far, as he does get a nice little back blizzard from behind his heat.
Snipes gets Nemo.
Snipes gets Nemo. They are able to
That
trade
Tyler
it.
does die.
There's no shield though. Oh, the man will lift it up. I think that worked. I'm not really sure or not.
It didn't. It should have killed something, but everyone was smart and hid. And they use their ults and still lose the fight.
Yeah, it just seems like High Society is just either mentally boomed or something, but they're just out of it right now. It's very.
I mean, Nemo is completely separated from the rest of his team. He should be focused down here and killed.
Nice block shadow there from Nemo, giving his team a chance to win here. If he is kept alive, he should have the shadow here. See if he can turn something around.
And
But Snipes once again.
Massive Death Blossom. I mean, he
Which
gets
is-
finished off, but it doesn't
that's the-
matter. The damage is
Like one of the
done.
really good reasons that Diva is in this comp instead of the Zarya is that those Reaper ult has pretty much nothing to stop him if it's just a Zarya. Like the bubble can stop it for like a second, but the defense matrix will just like render it useless. But yikes!
All in all, this is not looking good. That's an extremely good time bank. It's hard to beat that.
Looks like I might have been incorrect when I thought this was gonna go closer.
I mean, it looks like the rankings may hold a bit more true than you thought.
Maybe I should leave the analysis to the analysts, is what you're saying.
Just slightly. I mean, I may be an advanced analyst, but
Perhaps. But you never know. Maybe they could.
maybe they bring this back and win it 3-2. That's the beauty of this game, is that anything is possible. I do want to see them swap up their comp, though. In all honesty, I do not think what they're currently running is working. And unless they change something, it's not going to work. They've proved that on the past 2.5 maps. This first point especially, I think they should be running a Pharah. Shanghai is not running anything that can deal with a Pharah besides, I guess you could say, Mei and Diva. But they really can't deal with a Pharah Mercy. If they run that, they could possibly win this. Will they, though?
Maybe they're electing to run the Somber here. I mean, it's something. It's better than
No,
nothing.
they're not.
Looks like they're gonna keep. What was it?
They're
Who
just
said it? That Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results.
They're both insane, and they're just pounding into a concrete wall. Like,
Reaper's caught off here, but he does have that right.
I mean, they are playing more aggressive, and they do get first pick, but they trade Nemo for it.
Kills back and forth. Slamfire actually able to get the pick onto the Reaper. It's so much damage gone. Pretty much the team with, I think whatever team with the Reaper alive has such a better chance of winning is how much damage he could just output. As High Society hopefully can finish this fight out here with a relatively early first point take here.
I guess that fast rush did work really well.
That is true.
Then again, it was also, what's his name? Snipes was playing a tiny bit out of position. He was sitting inside of the hotel.
Yeah, he was forced out, so he had no Wraith form for the fight. He already forced out so many resources
from his own team.
Yeah. Well, look here. It looks like High Society is looking to push up here.
Really
Forces out the Moira ults. Does get countered by the Mail, but they do counter the Coalescence with the Coalescence. Nemo falling really low once again. That's been a common theme so far. Is that Nemo's been the first step over and over again.
He's just playing so aggressive.
Yeah.
It was a good Maywall, except it got the one hero who can go over it. Ryan is back now, but he used his charge, so he's not going to have that ability up for a bit.
You know, maybe that's for the best. You don't know.
Maybe we don't want him to pull another Agreed.
Oh, that's a huge mail though, getting 4 members from
That's
the
almost
side of
guaranteed.
Shanghai.
That is pretty much guaranteed this fight, unless something miraculous or stupid happens.
It's so hard to counter them. Like the Blizzard is just such a strong ult.
The
that
only
if you
thing
don't
I've
eat
ever,
it,
yeah, the only thing I've ever seen that can sometimes counter a Blizzard is, oh, what's it called? Immort, if you place it properly.
the Immorts, and I mean you just gotta play split, but with this comp you can't play split and get away with it. So Mei is just so strong. The only thing is like you gotta hope the Mei fluffs their ult.
Notice a main difference between this map and last map, or last half of the map. They're running a D.Va.
Yep.
D.Va is such a strong hero because she eats so much damage and so much utility.
Counter mail coming from the side of
There's
Shanghai,
countermail, and
there are the kills.
as you said, whoever uses the mail wins.
Forehead.
I would not have killed Sebs there. I probably would have staggered him out a bit more, but
Yeah, maybe they're just excited.
it's kind of hard to tell when you're dealing with a Mei and a D.Va. They're both small.
Yeah, if you look at it, High Society does have both their tank ults. I'm excited
But
to see.
Shanghai has.
Yeah, you're right. I
speed.
didn't look. There's a lot of ults from both sides
This is
here.
just going to be an ult fest.
Whatever team uses them first, I think will win. As it looks like
Oh,
Snipes
Nemo
is in a really good
gets-
position here. Gets
I mean,
Slamfire.
Slamfire is the only one you need, especially if you get Nemo after.
Yeah, once again, that was really good positioning by
Ensuring that
Snipes.
Like ensuring that beat doesn't drop in near the middle of a fight is very useful. It's why you see Reapers and Mei's solo ult Lucios. Their ultimate is such a giant utility.
I mean, if you're High Society, it was good because you only use the Shatter there, so it's not the worst thing in the world. You
And
can
that
push it
builds
here.
fast in this meta.
Hopefully they have the discipline to not... Oh, the Shatter is able to get the Mei, not able to get the kill, and though Shino was able to get the pick on the other Mei.
Found
Investing the Mei out there.
Oh,
Chooses
late
to use
beat,
the
could
beat
keep
there.
Tyler up.
Oh, counter beat though. Looks like High Society wants to win this right here, right now. And it is back and forth on to the pointer. Really good play from Shanghai, choosing to die on the point, but maybe a little bit of better ult discipline from High Society, so they could have had more ults coming in here. But
I mean,
again, still a pretty strong attack.
They used 3 to Shanghai's 3.
That's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't think they needed that beat at the end, but it's not a huge deal.
Well, they beat it to counter a beat, so
yeah, that's why I think it's fine.
Yeah.
As it doesn't look like they're going to be able
Sheena's-
to contest, maybe? Snipes is going
Reaper-
for it. Huge shatter hits 3 members in the ult eaten. That's the second male eaten by Sebs this game. He's really been doing a good job.
Sebs has been devouring these males. They are guaranteed a smaller time bank, though, if they cap.
I feel like High Society would just be happy with capping with any time left, just to give him a chance at winning.
High Society
still have
capping at all, because then they can at least draw. Remember, guys, this is a first to 3, so it doesn't matter if they draw this map. It doesn't guarantee anything. It's as if it doesn't exist.
Coalescence used earlier. They're doing a good job of cutting this, and now they can aggress with their own Coalescence. Most of the team getting frozen. Nemo is frozen. They're finally choosing to aggro here. Maywell comes down, not finding too much of dueling and D.Va bomb. Sebs is way better.
2!
But Kidietrix does fall. That is going to be very hard for them to cap this point here with that most of that healing at the end. Really good
However,
job.
if they stagger this well, they can still cap this without really much of a
No one's on
difficulty.
cards!
A unique card! Oh no, that could cost them dearly. I mean, Muhammad kind of feeds, but...
And Sebs gets demeched. Shatter blocked, but they are getting the kills. Mail, that's a really good mail.
This is
Going
just
off most of the
kind
points.
of...
They actually threw that.
Shanghai won. They would have capped that. I feel like they probably would have capped that.
They would have gotten really close to the point where...
And they used all three of the ults they had available. Now they only have beat to 3 ults with 1:40 left.
This is where you're a little scared.
Plus they lost their momentum. Oh, they don't know Snipes is... Okay, now they know Snipes is up there.
Yeah, they finally did a good job of scouting Snipes there. He's been pretty much doing that all game.
Nemo dies and the beat is wasted.
I mean, they gotta try to win this fight. They gotta kill this Ryan, but he's getting
I mean, they
pocketed
don't
so
have
hard.
to necessarily win this fight. They do have a minute 20 left, but wasting that beat,
Yeah.
it looked like it happened as the Rhine died, but that's really bad because now they only have Cad's ult.
Which is a pretty, not useless, but not really.
It's useful in situations where you're already winning and you want to.
And if you're looking at the other side, they have the big blizzard from its bakery, which should just be able to steal this
Shaggy's
next
only
fight.
at 60, and Sebs is already to half health.
They gotta keep Sebs alive. He's pretty much the only person that can win this for his team if he chooses to eat this out here. He does eat it once again! But Nemo falls, so it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, he's trying so hard! He literally he saved them from 3 different blizzards, but they still lose. They have one last really rushed fight where they do have Sebs and Shaggy's ult if Shaggy lives, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They're guaranteed to not have time.
Yeah, the best they can do is tie on this map. Which, I mean, like, at this point, they'd love to tie this map.
I mean, it means the map no longer exists. That... no, it hit Slam!
Reaper is frozen. All in the back, not finding anything. Tyler from China. It's... Yikes. Shaggy was able to get his ult!
Tyler's ult is frozen!
Oh my, they can turn this...
That's massive, they can turn this around! Oh, but Cad goes down!
Big shatter hitting 3 members
Tanks
from
are
Nemo.
trying so hard to carry this team right now.
Doofus is on the point, they can't kill Baby Diva. Nemo trades his life with the Baby Diva, not really what you want to see.
Don't see 9, don't see 9! We both saw them about to... Tyler's going to die quickly.
I feel like Shanghai can do that.
No.
Almost ate a 3rd one. Huge bomb coming out, does kill Muhammad.
Does get Muhammad.
Kills Sheena back and forth. It's all hectic.
Oh my god, it's so hard to cast this.
I think High Society is going to be able to get this here.
They should be, unless CAD C9s or something.
They're going to be able to full cast this.
Tyler just rolled off the map.
Again, if you're High Society, you're like, alright boys, let's dig deep. Let's get this tie in this 3-minute, 31
I want to see a cheeky Bastion strat. I want to see a cheeky Bastion or a Forest strat.
I feel like
I feel like they physically can't win on this comp. They might have won that, but they went from having, 3 minutes to having no time because their momentum got stopped. And now they're on the pounding side. All Shanghai has to do if they run the same comp is just build Blizzard and they win.
And here's one of the things is since they have such a large time bank, if Shanghai chooses to do so, they can just save 6 ults and just use them all. And
no, they're running the same comp.
Yeah, even if they win, because how many fights? They have to win like 5 consecutive fights.
Working. The problem is they're just too close together for Blizzard to not work.
Yeah, it's true. I
guess Shanghai decides to swap up their strat, which they're not going to do.
Unless Sebs can be hero again and need a 4th mail this game so far.
Sebs just eats all the mails.
He eats the mail, he eats the Lucio beats, he just, avoids everything. Even though you can't, he finds a way to do it.
4, 3, 2.
But here they go. I'm not a big fan.
They're not swapping. They're staying on this. I wanted a Pharah, not from this team, but I guess I get a Pharah.
It looks like they know that they only need it's 1 pick from the Pharah, 1 pick from the Widow, and they win. So I can see what they're going for here.
And it doesn't. The only way to play into this is you have to rush the enemy team before that Pharah can get set up. You can't just sit there because the Pharah will melt your sheet.
Nemo charging.
Nemo is separated.
But he does not get punished. Yeah, but again, the Reinhardt's not a huge factor in this comp.
They need that Widow dead.
Alright, pretty good first fight there, but again, you look at the time bang, it's like a 2:45 left. Looks like they're going back into spawn to switch
I've
back
never seen. I have. Okay, and they're swapping. Okay. I mean, they tried it.
Yeah, I respect it.
I praise them for trying it.
Didn't work, but there's a reason why this comp is meta, because it's just so strong. Nice
They
Maywell
do
coming
split,
out.
and Tyler goes down.
Oh, but Nemo with a little bit of a charge. He's
Heal
not gonna push
should
for
be
it once
okay,
again.
though. Yeah.
2 minutes.
They want to get this diva. They want to get that diva, and
They
they
do.
do. Make sure she doesn't die. No, that's so. They should have
Yeah.
staggered that diva out.
That could have been huge. That would
Because
have.
now
Yeah.
because it would have forced her to swap. Because
Yeah.
they're not going to kill her. And she
Yeah,
would have
they're-
lost 70% of ult.
Yeah,
But
they do have
looking
some
at
ults coming from High Society.
Looking at ult economy, High Society does have more ults. And CAD saves full for Lois.
Nice little Mayo coming in, gets the diva, does get taken down. There's a Reaper in the backline. Nemo split off from his team, does not get punished. No one gets punished there. I feel like Shanghai is bound to punish that eventually, but they haven't. Like Nemo just keeps charging into the backline and hasn't gotten
And
killed.
Bakery is only 60% on ult.
To be fair, he did switch recently, so I think
He-
60 is pretty fast.
He swapped at the 240, I think.
Oh, okay.
So 60%. I mean,
It's
it's
okay,
certainly
it's
not
not great.
awful, but
But look at as I said, 3 minutes is a lot, but pretty much no ults. They both are tank ults if they want to do anything with that. Tyler's got a big,
that's
gotta get a big
big.
shatter.
You want to get sniped.
Even better with the
Tyler!
What a huge play from the
That's the
bakery
biggest Chad moment.
freezing the Rhine. He
That's the
froze
biggest-
Nemo. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
He froze Nemo and
there's
that's all he could have done.
nothing
And
they
that
can
is
do.
the series over. Almost a comeback there from High Society
Valiant
trying to
effort.
tie it.
Valiant effort.
But just outmatched on this meta here. So there's really...
As I said, I seriously, I know exactly when this is. Wait, what?
Oh my, he's elite.
And there's the Seb's eat of the Blizzard. Let's be real, Seb's was the hero of this team.
Seb's tried his best, but not much you can do. You can if all you can do is eat blizzards. You do your job. You say GG go next. Hopefully, they scrim some more. They get their teamwork down a bit because they definitely have.
They have the potential.
Yes, that's the answer.
I also
not
think
able to
that
do it.
lineup they showed at the end was probably better than that starting lineup they showed.
Yeah, I
mean-
don't really know though. I think
It's hard. They did lose 3-0. I mean, it was, especially that last map was relatively close.
Mhm.
Oh my god. So now we have to pick our player of the match
Oosh.
from Shanghai. Otherwise, I'd probably give it to Sebs.
I'm thinking it's either. Oh gosh, I don't even.
It's either
know.
Tyler or maybe
Bakery or Snipes or Mad. They all played well.
I think Tyler had the most impressive moments. So I'm just thinking of that shatter at the end. It's hard to choose though because Tyler's plays were set up by his team.
I'll leave it to you because I really have no idea. Yeah, I think Bakery had really good walls. Snipes had really good Death Blossoms, and Tyler's had overall good play.
Give it Bakery.
Yeah, I think Bakery and Tyler, but yeah.
All right. I got a DM Bakery. Hold up. Where is he? Oh, he left. Frick, now I have to find him. This might take a second. Keep talking.
Oh my! We saw the 3-0 there from Shanghai Sellouts. Pretty much establishing themselves as a pretty good team so far. Obviously, very impressive on their first game. Pretty much dismantling the number 4 seed, which is nothing to scoff at. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who won the other games. I'm assuming Wait What won, unless it was an upset.
Bakery wants us to interview Muhammad.
Okay.
I mean, sure, I don't really...
Maybe that's our outspoken guy in the team.
Yeah, or maybe he has something he wants to say. I don't know. They all played really well. It's hard to really choose who's the best. Because, like, as I said, Tyler had massive shatters, but Muhammad saved them with multiple beats and walls and whatever other abilities heroes have. I don't know. The biggest issue, definitely, at least for High Society, was their just chaos when it came to fights. Yeah, I'll drag him in here.
Oh, he's vibing.
Oh, where the heck is he? Casting booth 2. Hello, Muhammad.
Oh, is it? Oh, do you guys
Oh,
haven't fixed that
I
yet?
just can do that.
Hi.
Hi,
What's up,
Muhammad.
homie?
What's up?
Congrats on your 3-0.
Thanks. Worked really hard for that one.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was a little came close there at the end, but overall, especially on the current meta, your team just looks super strong. Would you commend that to like scrim hours? Like your team just works well together, or why do you think you guys are super strong in this comp?
We've been scrimming almost every day, every week, and we had a little bit of struggle getting to this next meta, but I think we did well because we put in a lot of effort the last 2 days because we're kind of bad at it.
Well,
And
I mean, you showed up.
You should have. I have to ask, at the very end there in King's Row, was that a set play to freeze the Rhine and then shatter, or did that just kind of happen?
Oh no, that was not a set play. That was just a madman. He's absolutely insane.
Tyler's just kind of went for it and it worked.
We had a really hard time choosing who we thought the player of the match was because everybody played so well in all their roles on your team. So like Tyler had so many nice shatters, really good Reinhardt play, but Snipes had a lot of good Death Blossom.
Snipes was insane tonight.
Bakery had a lot of really nice walls, and obviously Blizzard just solidifies any fight.
Yeah.
If you had to say one team or one player on High Society who you were not necessarily scared of, but who gave you the most trouble, who would it be?
I feel like their off tank Sebs, he was pretty good. He gave us a bit of trouble because he ate a lot of our mails as well.
Hate the
but then again, Bakery's just a trash May, so like.
So coming off your first win, like what's the team morale? You think you're number one in novice?
Novice?
And intermediates?
If the other teams don't 3-0 as well, yeah, I guess we're top.
Well, I think Yoink 3-0'd. Hold up.
Wait, Yoink 3-0'd?
Wait,
no, wait, what? 3-0'd Yoink.
Okay.
Never mind.
So we're tied with them.
Yeah, until you guys play each other in whatever. I think it's week 3.
Also, High Society, they should probably get a new Lucio player. He fed his brains out. It was so punishable.
I was gonna say like the big difference from what I saw is that you guys had such better teamwork, coordination than them. They were kind of just all playing, and it was so punishable, especially in this comp. You guys did such a good job with it.
Yeah, we had a great ult usage tonight, and I'm glad we came up on that.
So who? Just like a random question. Who's like the shot caller on your team?
I am.
Nice, because you do a pretty good job of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just one last question.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna ask a question. So, any words you want to say like regarding your manager Lilithy, like with the team he's put together here?
He's a pretty good manager. I think he set up a team that a lot of like we say he had a lot of players that like people don't know of, and we're all just like god tier. So I think that some of that scouting was really good by him. And I know a lot of our players weren't in a lot of other privates, so we got the best of what we could.
Do you have any words for the audience?
Hashtag sellout.
Do we get any Raid Shadow Legend like tokens or anything?
Oh yeah, I actually have a message. So, Shadow Legends is an immersive online experience of everything you'd expect from a brand new RPG title. It's got an amazing storyline, awesome 3D graphics, giant boss fights, PvP battles, and hundreds of never-before-seen champions to collect and customize. So go play now.
I'm sorry, you must be removed from the league. You're not allowed to advertise.
Shit.
Sorry. But
All
anyway,
right, man.
thanks so much for joining us for this.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the win, man.
We're gonna go party.
Can't wait to
You're-
see
We
you guys.
all live in the same house, so.
Ooh.
Ooh, fun.
You're kidding.
Aw.
Team House question mark?
Team House,
League
yeah.
League Zero Team House, guys. Imagine you actually.
We had the budget for it.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much.
All right. I mean, if you wanna, end it,
Mine.
you want me to?
Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you were here for the other games for A, that means you've been watching for basically at the very least 3 hours. I'm not sure if the other games are still going on. It looks like some of them are. So I'd recommend you head over to, not sure where it's being streamed.
Yeah, the
It's
Overcharged
in-
Powerhouse game, was that being streamed? Because it doesn't have a link to it.
Oh, it's not being. I do not believe it's being streamed.
Oh,
So
unlucky.
but you can catch that one whenever it comes up on YouTube, and then watch the VOD for Pendy's stream game, also casted by Acri, and we all know everyone loves Acri. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and this is Hedwig signing off, and
Peace.
Schaffler.